Hey, it's a good afternoon here in Central Virginia. I hope your day is going well. Today I am going to deal with the garlic bed that was. I pulled my garlic late last week, and now I'm going to take this bed behind me and I'm going to turn it into a flower bed. Before I get started, I want to go ahead and talk a little bit about how I made this particular garden bed. All of my beds, or just about all of my beds here at Mountain View Gardens, are no-dig beds. And they're made in different methods, in part because I'm always learning and I really want to know what works the very, very best. And I also want to use materials that I have on hand. So this particular bed was made using the ground up stump material from a massive maple tree that in 2021, rain. I'm gonna go in. I'm hoping that it really rains. Well, that was a short-lived rainstorm. Okay, so the way that I made this bed is I did it in a layered, like a lasagna garden, sort of meets back to Eden method, mashed together. First, I covered the lawn with, I clipped the lawn down as close as I could. I covered it with cardboard as usual. Then I took the ground up wood chips that had been sitting for a little over a year, and I layered on about that much. Then I put blood meal fertilizer on there, and that is super, super high nitrogen. So I figured that would jumpstart the composting process of the wood chips, because I didn't want to just plant straight into the wood. It was not decayed enough, decomposted enough. So once I put the nitrogen in there, the blood meal, I then washed that in with fish emulsion fertilizer liquid. Then I put another 3-inch layer of wood chips on, repeated that process, blood meal, did that one more time, 3 inches of the wood chip matter, then the blood meal, and then the fish emulsion. Gave everything one last rinse in with fish emulsion, and then I put about a 6-inch layer of hay on top of that, and I just left it. I left it for the 3 months that I had. This was in August, and I wanted to plant this bed in November with garlic. So that's what I did. If it rained in a week, I would let it be. If it was a dry week, I would give it a little watering now and then, just to continually keep that decomposition process, that composting process going. In November, when I went to plant, the bed was incredibly friable. It was very rich. It was full of earthworms. And so I knew that it was ready to go ahead and plant, which I did. Put my garlic in November, and the next June, I had a great crop of really, really healthy garlic. I used that method last year, and I used it this year for my garlic, or in that bed for my garlic. And in between, I am planting with flowers, except this year, I really want to try to keep the rabbits out. So I'm going to go ahead and plant this. It's going to be windy. Next, I'm going to put in a little bit of organic granular fertilizer just to beef this soil up a little bit. I don't have enough compost to add back in here right now. I've got all my seeds right here. I've got a combination of things. I've got some Mexican sunflowers, got a little bit of borage left. Mostly I'm planting things like marigolds, and let's see, I'm planting things like zinnias, and yeah, I've got some I've got some sunflower seeds in here as well, and just a variety of things that will grow pretty quickly. That's the name of the game, because it is now June, the middle of June, and I want this color to come in later in the summer. Okay, the only thing left to do now is to water it in. All right, so there we've planted all those lovely flowers. I've got zinnias, marigolds, sunflowers, cosmos in there. We will see what happens with those bunnies, but it'll be nice to have some flowers growing back here that I can see outside of my kitchen. Thanks for watching today. I hope your garden's growing well. Happy gardening.